Hey you guys, I said I would be right back, and I'm back with another video. I want to talk a little bit about a topic. Um, it just occurred to me. Why is it that when you are somewhat different than other people, they try to label you as pretending to be white? What is there about my skin? What is there about me that looks even remotely Caucasian? Nothing. Okay? So I don't understand why there are people out there who judge other people. Everybody is their own individual. Everybody is unique and has their own characteristics, their own beauty, their own like talents and gifts and capabilities. Everybody's different, but we're all the same, right? So, growing up, a lot of people have always labeled me as that. Like, they've always said, well, oh, who do you think you are? You think you're white, eh? Like, you better try act black, eh? Because you ain't white. You're not white, girl. And it makes me cringe. My son just loves that word now. It's cringe-worthy. That's cringe-worthy because if someone is being themselves, I mean, what more do you want from them? How much more can you ask of them? You know, I grew up in a household where my grandmother grew up in a household of a white couple, husband and wife, where the husband was from Germany. I mean, that's white, right? And the wife was from Texas. Kansas or Texas? Texas. Of course, they're all deceased now, and sadly, so is my grandmother, but I was raised by her. I was born and raised in her house. Of course, my mom and dad were alive, but they were elsewhere doing their thing. And so a lot of the things that she learned growing up with her adopted parents is what she taught to me because that was all she knew. So, of course, my mom and her siblings were raised by my grandmother as well. They're her children. So naturally, I got the same upbringing basically as them. And so now, when I go out and I speak, or when I cook, or when I do anything, it's somewhat different from the majority of people around me. It's somewhat different. It's actually a lot different. And people don't understand it, but over time they come to understand that, that's just who I am. I have a loving personality, I'm friendly with most people. As long as you're friendly with me, I'm going to be friendly with you. So that's just who I am, and they got to know me for who I am, who I was, who I am. The music I listen to, the movies I watch, the books I read, they're all different. So here's my thing. My point is, let's stop judging one another. Let's just go out and be our hardcore selves. Let's just love ourselves. Let's be who the hell we are meant to be. Because we can be nothing else. I don't pretend to be anybody that I'm not. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't like to lie, so I am going to stand true to myself. And that's what we all need to do, because that's where the magic happens. That's where real life happens. That's where memories are made. That's where relationships are built. That's where, the magic comes to life about life itself. Being yourself, being true to yourself, to thine own self, be true. Okay? That is one of my favorite quotes. Because at the end of the day, what would life be for if you're trying to be someone that you're not? At the end of the day, what would you have learned if you're trying to be someone that you're not? At the end of the day, I can only be a result of my environment, my surroundings, of my upbringing, of my experiences, of my beliefs, my thoughts and beliefs, my likes and dislikes, my unique senses. Like for me, I have a video up about having anosmia. That's the inability to smell. So naturally, for me, I'm going to have to do things a little differently than other people who can smell. You see? So that is the joy and wonder of being yourself. You know, it's never going to be a cutout of you. You're always going to be unique. You're always going to be special. You're always going to be the center of the universe is you. Okay? The center of the universe is not Earth. It's you. Because with your one mind and your one consciousness are you connecting to the all that is. So it's you. So don't ever let anybody change who you are. You know, I love myself. One time ago, it was not so. When I was in school and stuff like that, I was very insecure. I was very afraid of being myself because I know I was so different than most of the children. Like, you know, I operated differently than most of the children, I mean, you know. So I was shy to a certain level. I didn't, like how I can open my mouth and speak now to anybody, okay? Back then I was not like that. And around 9th or 10th grade is when I started to break out of that cocoon, you know, because I forced myself out of it because I didn't like the way it felt. That was not me, you see. I had to be me. And it was hard, but I had to start doing it somewhere. I had to take a step somewhere and say, you know what, this doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel real. I feel like expressing myself, and fuck what people think. Like, I really believe that with my whole heart, that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of caring about every single soul who passed me. Like, sometimes I went out a couple of times on the bus. This is like after school and stuff like that, on the bus when me and my best friend would go venture out and go shopping downtown and stuff. And people would be like, you know, guys trying to mock to you and stuff like that. And as soon as you open your mouth, I used to tell them my name was Tequila. She was Alice and I was Tequila. But as soon as I say, oh, you could call me, I didn't have to even put on an accent. I was like, oh, well, you could call me Tequila, like, you know. Tequila? And I'm like, yeah, tequila, like what you drink? And he's like, okay, tell me something. You from over here? Where you from? I'm like, here? You been over here? How long you was over here? Like, they really can't believe this is just the true me. One day, like, it's just crazy to think that by pretending to be someone that you're not, your true colors are going to show, and you're going to feel mortified. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to be embarrassed as hell. So it's best to stay true to yourself, and the right people are going to love you for just who you are. That's the most amazing thing right there. The right people who are specifically suited for you are going to love you, and are going to come to you, are going to flock to you, are going to, like, you know, care about you and support you in whatever it is that you do. So it's important for you to be authentic, be your genuine self, so that the right people are attracted to you. Not the wrong people. Forget the wrong people, okay? What don't fit falls away. The right people is what we're focusing on, because we're trying to improve our circle, remember? We're trying to do all of this. So you want a spirit tribe to become attracted to you. You want to be able to grow your spirit tribe. You want to be able to feel the energy reciprocate. It's the same energy, you know, like-minded individuals. So when I find people out there who like crystals, when I find people out there who like to talk about like constellations and stuff, who like to talk about Saturn and, like, you know, Mercury retrograde and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, spirit tribe. And then it just naturally just grows from there. You know, and it's not like we have to be turn so goofy and start like Big Bang Theory and like and stuff. But they're able to understand me, and I'm able to understand them. Our energy is like in sync. So it is wonderful. Being true to yourself is never the wrong way to go. Okay? It's always the right way to go, because that's where you are gonna succeed. That's where you're gonna prosper. All of these things that we're doing, all of the little practices and things that I'm doing, it's about becoming more strong within yourself. It's about, you know, weeding out the lies and the fakers and the people that hate you because of who you are and stuff. How can I pretend to be who I am for 34 years? There's no way. There's no way in hell. So this must be me. And if this is me, then I'm gonna have to live with that, you know. And I'm okay with that. I love me some me, and I want you guys to love you some you, because once you do, the world's gonna love you too. Others are gonna love you too, and people who you actually care about, who you want to have in your life, are gonna love you for you. You know, I've made some of the most amazing friends and stuff. I've grown a whole new family basically on my in-laws side because of me being myself. I did not pretend to fit in. I did not try. I just was myself. And that's what people, what magnetizes people to you. Okay? So the whole thing about playing white, all of this kind of thing is just nonsense, because I love my color. I love my heritage. I love my culture. I love my people. I love, you know, hey, melanin is where it's at, all right? So one time ago, people may have made me feel a little bad about that, but no more. They actually helped me to discover the true me. They helped me to find that black is beautiful. They helped me to realize that. They helped me. So it's no way. I'm a loving person. I love all of God's creation. Okay, all of all races, of all colors, all walks of life, you know. I can't separate when I say love. I can't love my people or myself and hate another kind of person because of who they are, or because of some atrocities would have been done to my people hundreds of years ago. I can't beat every one of those Caucasians with the switch of slavery. I can't do that. But I can't at the same time hate them, because first of all, they're not responsible anymore for it. Okay, now I'm not talking about some what are doing some serious oppressive things right now. I'm not talking about them either, but I'm talking about the ones from slavery days. You know, I can't do anything about them anymore. All I can do is rise up. All I can do is elevate my mind and my psyche, and like strengthen up myself and my people, and make sure that, you know, we're not trapped in the mental slavery cycle now. You know, like that we stay woke to the truth, and that we actually be our brother's keeper and lend a helping hand to each other. So it's nothing about being white. It's nothing about hating my people or my color. It's never been anything like that. You know, couldn't be further from the truth. It's just who I was raised with, how I was raised, you know. Me and my best friend, like Clueless was our favorite movie. Like, oh my God, whatever. Clueless was our favorite movie. You had The Craft, we had Clueless. There was another one, I can't remember the name of it anymore because I didn't watch it ever since, but trust me, you know, people hit us with that same switch too, that both of us thought we were white. You know, I don't know how two black girls could be white, could play white in an all-black school. I don't understand, you know. Then you know, like I said, the music that we listened to was so different. Up to this day, I still love rock music. Up to this day, I am like one of the weirdest black girls, like, I know. I would say I know, because I don't see many around who are actually quite eccentric and esoteric as I am. Like, somebody posted a thing on Facebook asking, like, what band had you hooked from the moment you listened to them, like the first song you listened to. And a plethora of songs just start rolling in my mind, because from I was young, I liked rock music, and they call it white boy music, you know. But Limp Bizkit, of course, now you know, with this whole tragedy with Linkin Park, of Chester Bennington, I could be honest with you, Chester Bennington was my password on my on my Hotmail, on my what's the other one, Twitter, on my for the longest, for years. I'm talking about from Meteora, from Hybrid Theory time, okay? Because I love that guy. I love his music, the voice, his passion. It just resonated with a lot of people who were going through some hurt at the time, not knowing that he was as hurt as he was on the inside, you know. But it's sad, and I pray that his family and stuff find ways to cope, you know. Pray his soul rest in peace, because I mean, that's my boy. Like, but the list that I came up with got goosebumps again, man. Oh man. Paramore, Chevelle, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, this thing goes way back to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, okay? That's how deeply entrenched I am in this outside things. I like things to be different. I don't like to be a part of the mold, the cookie cutter, you know, conformity mold. That's not me. It never has been, never will be. So, you know, I love me some me, and I just want to put this out there that it's nothing to do with wanting to be white. It's nothing to do with hating on white people. It's nothing to do with hating on black people. It's nothing to do with hate at all. It's about love, and that's where we're coming from. Love, a place of love, self-love, because without self-love, you can't love anybody else. And I think that's why I'm so loving towards other people, because I love myself, you know. So let that be the message for the day, you know. It doesn't have to be hate in order to actually foster a love and appreciation for one side, you know. I am pro, I am not against. I am pro-love, pro-life, okay? Peace, love. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you'd like, you can join my Facebook group. I've just created a new one. Well, I have two actually. There's one on health and fitness. Live. Oh gosh, why did this happen? Live to progress. Love the process. That's my fitness group on Facebook. Live to progress. Love the process. And my esoteric or magical group is Esoteric Utopia on Facebook. Okay, so guys, like I said, thanks again a million for watching. I love you all, and I'm gonna be back with another topic very soon. Hopefully this time it's something that I can talk a little calmly about, and I don't have to be so passionate and enraged. So blessed be, and namaste.